How many of you are wearing one of these? Put your hand up. Not around your neck, but in your heart. A verdict. As I said, at 61, I went to prison. But that wasn't the hardest part. The hardest part was carrying the verdict inside me. The verdict that said I was finished. That was the end. And I remember sitting on that prison bed, thinking what my future would look like when I came out. Would I rebuild? Would I start again? Would society let me? I think that was the hardest question. Would society let me start again? The verdict wasn't the hardest. It wasn't the hardest decision a judge could give me, because the sentence had an end date, 31st of March, 2022. But my verdict didn't have an end date. When I came out, I applied for many, many positions, and I got so many rejections. Either they didn't get answered or got straight out no, because I was honest in my covering letter telling them that I had a criminal record. So I decided to make my own future. At 66, I enrolled in a university diploma. And on the first day, I had this backpack. Now, I'm not a backpack girl. I'm a handbag girl. So you can imagine this backpack walking into a classroom, and my self-doubts were even bigger than my backpack. And I walked in and I looked around, and there was all these 18, 20, 22-year-old kids. I was old enough to be their grandmother. And I thought to myself, what have you done? I really wanted to walk out of the room, but I didn't. I stayed. I did my assignments. I did the assessments. But there was always that verdict behind me that I wasn't good enough to be in that room, that my life was really finished. And then there was a petition going with the state government to hand out pamphlets at the state election in 2024. So I applied, thinking, surely they're not going to reject me for this one. What am I doing? Just handing out pamphlets. So guess what? I got the job. I was excited. Okay, the job wasn't glamorous. I was used to going to red carpets, and thank God I'm on the red dot today. And I got the job. I got the training manual. I started reading it. It was about that thick. I don't know why you need a training manual to hand out pamphlets, but yes, it was that thick. So I started reading it through. 3 days later, I get a phone call from the supervisor. Connie, can you tell us about your criminal record? Of course, I told him the truth. I was in for theft. No sooner I said those words, the job was taken against their policy. I wasn't angry, but I was really tired. I was really tired that file didn't take into account the person I'd become. We all make mistakes. And then something changed. But what didn't change was the verdict. I got nominated for an award. At first I wasn't going to go for it. And then I thought, why not? So I applied, completed all the application forms, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. We get to page 5. Guess what's at the end? A little box tick this box if you've got a criminal record. I thought, surely not. I ticked the box. Didn't go any further. That's it. No award. After spending, 15 minutes. And I thought, why is it that one mistake follows you for the rest of your life? Why can't society give these people an opportunity to get on with their life? Yes, they made a mistake, but let them contribute back to the society. But it didn't. So I decided to do my own thing, that's why I'm here today. I'm here to spread the word. Don't let the verdict stay with you, because every time you let your verdict stay with you, it keeps basically repeating itself and you'll never go further. So my question to you is, what is your verdict? And is it still true today? Is that verdict still true today for you? Because it certainly isn't for me. I mean, anything can happen. You could be having trauma through a divorce, through a broken marriage, through trauma in your childhood. There's always something that verdict keeps you behind. You need to step up. You need to get rid of that verdict and let it go. So my question to you today is this. What verdict are you still carrying? And is it still true today? Because guess what? I'm letting mine go today. And I'm going to put it onto this red dot when I get this off. And I'm going to throw it away. Will you do that too today? Will you promise me that you'll throw away your verdict? Thank you.